Excellence is Excellence is the best deterrent to racism. This was a quote from Oprah Winfrey, one of the most successful women of all time, who is also happened to be black. Now, many people in America would see that as something more shocking, something more profound, that a black person was able to be successful. And that's something I find very offensive, because it doesn't matter whether she's a woman or what color she is. It just mattered that she worked hard and did what needed to be done in order to succeed. We don't need to attach labels to success. Say, why can we even succeed? Or just that we did and we know what we needed to. Not who can help us, but how we can help ourselves. And today, we need to stop. We need to remove labels that hurt us and also help us. Because we shouldn't depend on other people to achieve the success that America needs now, but depend on ourselves and know that we can do it. Because if you can't do it on yourself, it's not the same. But one of the most important things about racism now is it's stigmatized. Most people that think racism think of Hitler, think of other white supremacists, things like that. And that is very true. White people have a notorious record. Caucasians seem to be the worst at being racist, and that's an awful thing, but it's because we dominated the world. Right? White people dominated the world. And it was a terrible thing, and it needs to be over. It needs to be eradicated, and that's very bad. But everyone is racist, and until we accept that fact, it's not going to get past it. And one way I'd like to look at this is the election in 2008, in which the African American population in America moved a lot closer to the Democratic Party. Although the African American population is typically more Democratic, it went from 10% voting for Republicans to near 5%. Now that was cut in half. Well, meanwhile, the Caucasian district, when it was voting in, only moved 3%. But that's because more people were angry at Bush, and we saw a lot more people wanting to switch and change the way politics is going in America. But we have to see that a lot of the African Americans simply voted for Obama because he was African American. But white people and Caucasians voted against him because he was African American. And neither of those matter, because we don't need a president based on his color. Because people aren't friends. Their sole value isn't based on how they look or what we use them for, but how they can do it themselves. And so we should have voted for a president that's doing a job. And that is not to decide, that is to see how he's doing and how he's progressing our country. And that is key to seeing, and it doesn't matter what color he is. You should vote on someone based on how they're doing and you think they can get the job done. And also, another terrible thing associated with race is affirmative action. Because that is constant racism in society. Because as we see, people grow up, and once they try to get to college, they're denied simply because of their color. And this is causing them to grow and have a negative stigmatism towards race. Now, I agree, during civil rights movement, it was important to get everyone to college so we can have a diverse workplace, and we can see what needs to be done, so we can get to a truly cultural diverse and a society that is able to accommodate everyone. But that time's changed, because now more and more demonstrations and organizations are against affirmative action. Because it's breeding the same dissent that we had to stop the Nazis. Because now, people aren't being hurt because of their color, they're being helped, and people are being jealous. And so what we need, especially now, as people mention China. China's education system, as we've heard, is based on achievement. And I agree we need that, and we need to get the smartest people educated so they can do the best things. Now, I'm not saying we don't let someone answer the color. I'm saying we let in the best people, so that the best people get educated, and that's how we're going to get the best country, the best workforce, and those best involved. Affirmative action, a guy named Shane Lewis, did an affirmative action exit. It was based on your color, that is the price you got. People were outraged, people were embarrassed, and he was almost kicked out of Berkeley College for the experiment. But he simply showed us how, even if you're healthy, even if you're hurt, racism is bad in all its aspects. But finally, Abraham Lincoln is a key, said a key quote, a house divided cannot stand. And as long as we keep on these feeds, keep on these colors, we're not going to be one nation. And those that are the best at what they do aren't going to get what we need. As I've already mentioned with China, we're slipping on our war dominance. And the best way to do that is to stop and eradicate race in our country. It shouldn't be helpful, it shouldn't be beneficial, it should most certainly not hurt anyone. But until we completely eradicate it, to completely get rid of it, we're not going to get the country that our founding fathers, because every person is made equal, and that is what we need. And until we stop playing king of the hill, that is when we finally get a future that we